country western dancing.
Are there any questions from the group?
When we come together in a whole group, whether it's for the initial instruction or whether it's for tying it in at the end, I'm looking for input from all of the students. I actually reach out and try and pull in some students whom I don't see are on task, who are not responding, who aren't offering things. I also look to see that even that every student tries to offer something, even if they may in the initial stages think it's wrong, as long as they can justify it. I'm really looking for involvement of all of the students in the whole group.
All right, I noticed something different on your graph up there, though. If I take a look at it, I see you have 0. Class, can you see their point of origin is 0? And then do you see that there's something there? And then they start off with what on their graph, not yours?
25.
Okay. And then what about on your graph here? What number do you start off with?
28.
And what's between the 0 and the first number?
Squiggle.
Why? Why do we use that squiggle? Kenneth?
So you could know that you skipping some numbers?
Okay, you skip some numbers before you start it with the first number. Then after that, the increments are equal, right? Okay, is there any other observation? Anything different? Okay, thank you. Good job. Now we want to go to the last group reporting out. We have 107.7, and I believe that that is Stephanie's group? Okay. Stephanie, would you please come up and report out for us?
When I look at the students in my class, I do look at them as learners and as individuals. So I'm not only looking for their mathematical skills, I'm looking for how they're coming along as far as self-respect is concerned, as far as how they respect others. And that does come across when we have discussions and when we have group work. I also try and to determine if they're making the connection with what we're doing inside this room or when we go outside of this room and take some of the skills and concepts outside of this room, if they're able to make that connection when they are going on and doing other things, because that's critical. Once that happens, if the student is able to take what we work on here and make that connection elsewhere, then they own it, and that's good.
All right, you guys all did a good job on bringing this data together and making it a little bit clearer for us. Now, what I'd like for you to do, as I look more closely at your graphs, I see that there's some discrepancies between the two groups. When you get back together, you might want to take a look at that, compare your graph with the other group's graphs to see that you have the same points shown on your actual graphs. Reconcile your data, please. That's the first thing. And the second thing, why did we do this lesson in the first place? Why did we take the survey? What was the point of the survey that we've taken the data from and taken a look at? The point of it was for you to write. So now, tonight for your homework, each of you is responsible for doing a write-up, a recommendation to your client, telling your clients why they should advertise on 107.7 or on 92.5 or on 96.5. When you write your recommendation, be sure that you can justify it, you can back it up, that you have your information based on the data that you collected in the survey. Does everyone understand the assignment? Yes. All right, good job. We're all tuned in.
This program was made possible by grants from